what are you doing there, Luxurious Curtain?
How many times have I told you not to call me Luxurious Curtain?
But it is a luxurious curtain. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm saying, picking the bark off a stick.
Well, what if I could show you a haunted pumpkin? Would that float your basket?
A haunted pumpkin? I never heard of such a thing. Maybe if I did have a basket to float, it probably would.
Well, come on, Biscuit. Well, here's the deal. There are some rules about this haunted pumpkin.
I don't really like rules.
Here's the thing. The pumpkin will answer one question. Anything you want to know.
Well, that sounds like a fair to middling deal.
The problem is, if you touch the pumpkin, then you will turn into a monster. A monster that nobody has ever seen.
Well, simple enough. I just won't touch it. I'll ask one question, a golden question.
Well, this time, please don't ask if your luxurious curtain is the most luxurious curtain.
Them's kinds questions don't need to be asked.
The haunted pumpkin is right here, Mr. Curtain.
Where's it be?
There it is.
Well, that don't look haunted to my stipple.
Well, go on, Mr. Curtain. Ask one question. Remember, you can only ask one.
Oh, I knows what I'm going to ask. Mr. Pumpkin, is thou art really alive? I'd love to ask thee a question.
I'm a haunted pumpkin. You can ask me one question only, but dare not lay thine fingers upon my soul.
Dagnabbit, thee really be alive. I know what I shall ask it.
Oh boy, I hope he doesn't ask if his luxurious curtain is the most luxurious curtain. It is.
Mr. Pumpkin, what will I be when I grow up?
When you grow up, you will become a professional hippopotamus wrangler. The haunted pumpkin hath spoken.
It's everything I've ever dreamed of and more. Bethy, it's true. I know everything I ever need to know about the future. You need to ask it a question.
Unhand me, thou cad, and I will ask my question. Oh, ugliest pumpkin I've ever known, I have a question for you.
I am the haunted pumpkin of Millball. Ask me your one question, but dare not lay a toe upon mine orange flag.
What I'm going to be when I'm old?
When you grow up and graduate from college, you will be the direction sideways and make a great living at it. The pumpkin of Nilval has spoken.
I always wanted to be the direction sideways. Sam, I figured out that when I'm gonna grow up, I'll be the direction sideways.
It's a real shame you aren't going to be the direction diagonal. The world needs more diagonal.
Nothing's ever good enough for you. Nothing. It sickens me.
You're right, Elizabeth. Nothing is good enough for me. Even speaking to the pumpkin wasn't good enough for me. I must touch it with every finger.
I would hardly disrecommend that. Weird and simple.
Too late. Too late, Obundus. Too late.
If you touch mine orange flesh with your filthy grimy fingers, you will be transformed forever into a creature of the terrible night.
I don't care! I must touch the pumpkin! And I will touch the pumpkin. Nothing happened. Nothing.
Now that's attractive.
Roar! Roar! I must have blood and bone marrow!
Well, I'll never see him again in the land of living. It's so strange that people just feel like they have to touch the haunted pumpkin. I'll never understand it. I have to touch the pumpkin. I will touch the pumpkin.
Well, now I wouldn't quite recommend it.
Too late, Tart and Tiny. Too late.
I did it! Roar! Roar!
Must eat brains and toe jam!
Happy Halloween, Sample! Don't go touching any pumpkins.